Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. I'm hearing waiting on the return of my effects, like the after effects, the after the X, and I'm waiting to see of the repercussions of the Reaper. Something to do with around Scorpio for a lot of you. But like I'm trying to see what the repercussions are gonna be, or the reproductive organs of like a, I don't know, an actual organ and music, or the organ donor, and I'm looking for an organ donor, and I'm trying to see what the reproduction, like the reproduction, is that all you think about? Something to do with someone from Greece, or like just reproducing things, like producing, some of you are producing music, or a reproduction, or a post-production, or something like that, and bringing it out as like a film, or a part and parcel of something, or you're waiting for a parcel, and then seeing what the repercussions are going to be after the effects. So some of you, this is like usually like what I do, which is I don't know, like After Effects, Adobe, and all of that kind of thing. I'm also picking up Adobe Reader or something like that, or Tarot Card Reader. But seeing what the effects are going to be. Some of you are just sitting by waiting for clients. You're sitting by waiting to see your subscription rate go up or down. You've kind of got, once they are up, and now they are down. And it's a bit like looking and testing the algorithm and seeing what works and what doesn't work, and waiting on your investment to see what comes in. Some of you, you're tarot readers, and you constantly check your view and subscription rate and seeing what the repercussions are of that. Some of this is tarot war. Is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing God of War, or someone feels as if they're God, or like something like that, or like trying to connect with God, or somebody has just done and they've lost a person. Okay, I'm definitely hearing justice. Okay, which is going to be to do with around Libra, because I'm hearing like I'm waiting to see what the repercussions are going to be of something that has happened. So it's kind of like I'm waiting to see and try to get over what the after effect is. Like I've done something, and I'm going to see what the ripple effect is going to be. Like if I'm going to get any ripples. Like I don't know if any of you are like working out, Jim, Jay Juice and Jaylee Jays, all the Jays. But like I'm waiting to see what the effects are going to be after this. So it's kind of like health and all of that kind of thing that a lot of you into, like health and fitness, and seeing what the effects are going to be after you test something, taste test it. So like you're testing 1 2 3 music, testing 1 2 3, something to do like 3 vegetables a day, or 3 juices a day, or something like that, or an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And some of you are into apples, oranges, fruit juicing, and all of that kind of thing, a little bit like myself. Don't forget also, Aquarius, if you haven't seen this channel before, that you can also, in a general reading, relate this as a number 8. So it's around a Leo as well, okay? But like, I'm waiting to see what the reproduction, like, I don't know if any of you are trying to have children here, and you're trying to like look at the reproduction organs and seeing if this plays any effect on your organs or not, which would be like I keep picking up like a keyboard and music and stuff and organs. But for some reason I keep picking up on like a donation, or an organ donation, or like someone donating for an organ or something like that. Or I don't know if this is a physical keyboard or like an organ in the internal track. So you definitely got music references here around a track. It's kind of like putting things out there and seeing what's going to come of it. Okay, is your main message. But I keep hearing like this ultimatum energy of I'm going to see what the, like it's kind of like in the hands of fate, right? I'm going to put this in the hands of fate and see what the reproductions are going to be of this, of like somebody has done something and they've set it off in motion, and it's kind of like I'm waiting to see whether anything good or bad is going to come of this. Okay, bad Michael, the name Mike, or McKinney, or I'm waiting to see what the McGinn also, sorry, something to do around a Pisces. Okay, I'm waiting to see what the effects it's going to have on me. So this is either like internal, and you're doing something and I'm seeing what the effect is going to have on me, or there is something here maybe around a Libra of an ultimatum energy of something like something has happened and I'm waiting to see results. And if I don't get any results, then it's in the hands of fate, which means that karma is at play, not a person. It means that whoever set this thing off, okay, it'll have a repercussion of something, but it will be in the hands of fate and not within a person. So it's the intent of something, right? So it's like your true intentions of true or false. Is it true? Is it false? Is it not true? Is it false? Some kind of like conspiracy in trying to figure out what is true and what isn't true. And whoever has been honest and true, there'll be some kind of, like, it's kind of like an energy of repercussion in a way. Of like something has been put out, manifested, and then whatever comes back in the hands of karma. So it comes back in the hands of fate, which means that whatever it is that is being done or said in an energy is down to the hands of fate and not a person. So it's kind of like, let's just see what the repercussions are going to be within this. Okay, whatever this thing is, or Steve or Stephen, but whatever this thing is, it's kind of like an energy of force, of like forcing one's hand, being forced in or forced out. Like I've been forced out and I've been told to get out and I've been told to leave. The name Lee or Leanne or L is a bub, something around a Capricorn. And I've been told to leave and I've been told to get out. But because I've been told to leave and get out, there's this kind of energy of like repercussion. Like someone is just about to, I don't know, I can't work it out. It's like something is about to happen here. Something is about to happen, right? And it feels like I'm just waiting on the results. Like I've done something and I'm waiting on the results to see what happens. But if this is a person that's waiting on the results, it never is. It's always spirit. So it's kind of like I mean, these can be doctor's results or SALT, something to do with assault, like a battery, or physical or mental abuse, and like being assaulted, and like I got insulted by someone, they insulted me. Okay, like being, yeah, it's kind of like assault and battery charge, or a Taurus energy, and someone charging in. So it can be like a page of swords energy, but like charging in, like, and I'm going to charge you, I'm going to put you up on charges, or for an offence, like, so this is either legal or something to do with like paranormal, which means like paranoia, and someone's set off a load of paranoia, and now it's kind of like going to have repercussions. So it's kind of like seeing what is going to come of it. Stephen, or Stephen King, a lion also, something to do around Leo, and there are going to be repercussions here of intent, which is assault and battery, or something to do with around like my physical intent, whatever it is that's hidden behind the Libra energy. So this can be mind games, manipulation, and intent. Like I intended to do something, and because I intended to do it, I pretended to do it. So it's kind of like a false pretense, if you like false accusations, accusing, false. But again, if people can't ever prove whatever is right or wrong, it either one has to go to court, or it just goes to karma, or it just goes to Saturn energy. So that's why people have been going slightly crazy and angry and mad, because of the placements of Saturn moving and retrograde and things like that. And because of that, whatever it is of an intent behind someone's shadow, there will be a repercussion for this, they're saying. There will be repercussions. But I keep picking up on like a big Leo energy, or 8, which is definitely like an Aquarian Leo. But I'm waiting to see what the results are going to be. So like I said, I don't know if this is anything that you've got to go to the, like, they're saying you've got to go to the gym. So Jim, Jelly, and Jason, but like I've got to go to the gym. And it's something also that's happening around like working out or work. Like it's around your work and around working out, right? But I keep hearing this energy of like out, get out, you're out, you're out, you're out, you're out, and you're out, and you're out, and you're out. A bit like somebody that's very competitive, right? And like, aha, I won the game, you're out, you lost, you're out, you're lost, you're out, you lost, Okay, you're out, you lost. But then whatever goes out comes in. So it's kind of like this energy of what I'm picking up is around karmic energy. And it's around somebody that's kicking people out and it's losing things, but then other people are gaining things. And it's kind of like an energy that you can't see or predict. It's just an energy that is of karma, of people losing things, being cast out and cast aside and pushed out and kept out of things. And then it's also energy that is then received by another, Steve, or received by another. So are these like messages? Are they physical messages, or are they spiritual messages? Or are they like just a received energy of karma, of someone receiving karma and dharma? So you've got like someone that's losing, someone that's winning, an energy of competition, but also an energy of Libra. Because I think what I'm doing here is I'm feeling the energy of karma. So are things that are blind. So I'm definitely seeing like a high priestess. That's come out in so many different readings. But like a high priestess energy of like, I'm waiting to see what is going to happen, of the repercussions of keeping people out and pushing people out and pushing people off and keeping people out. But if this is done in the wrong manner, so it's done around like shouting and screaming and cutting people off and cutting people out and interrupting something, like things are being interrupted, like someone that feels, or they are like interrupting someone a lot, and it doesn't give a person a chance to speak or say something, there are going to be repercussions for that, because people are going to leave people here and not giving a person their voice. So it's around like what people are saying and speaking, and it's come out through quite a few readings. They're saying that people that have been speaking and saying things and talking shit or smack behind people's back, or like heroin or an addiction or just talking crap, then there's going to be repercussions of something to do with around like smack talk, which means like cheap talk, or like I don't know, it's either cheap talk or it's to do with money, because I'm hearing checks for free, like you can write your own check. Someone might be trying to blackmail someone with a blank check, like a blankety blank checkbook and pen, and it's blank and you can write your own check. So I don't know what that's for. Like an offer, being made an offer on something, or Stephen, but like making an offer, like I'm going to make you an offer and a proposal of something. I don't know if this is someone being proposed to, or proposing an offer, or proposing a standstill, like a corporation business type. I'm going to propose an offer, and I'm going to make you something. I'm going to give you a proposal, I'm going to make you something, and I'm going to offer it to you as a proposal of something. But is this around business? Business, like proposing business deals or transactions. Something like that you've got coming up, Aquarius. But I keep hearing this like being cast out, like pushed out of a group, like I'm being pushed out of a group, or I'm pushing people out, or I'm pushing people to their limit, and I'm training people but pushing them to their limit, which means that this has to be a fitness trainer and someone pushing someone to their limit, but they're coming across as very aggressive, because I keep picking up this energy of like, I'm doing it for your own good, and I'm pushing you out for your own good, and I'm pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, but also pushing someone's buttons, which means a controlled energy of an environment of like knocking people off and actually pushing people out, but thinking that they're doing it for their own good of pushing them, which means I feel as if I'm pushing you to your full potential, but really if people are leaving people, that's because someone is too pushy. It's too pushy. Because I keep picking up like on a tug of war, right? Or people at war, or like is a god of war, right? And is, what is at war? It's like, okay, right, so we're at war. You sunk my battleship of 6. And it's relating to Gemini, and Capricorn, and you sank my battleship, you sank. So it's not a sank my battle cat again. Gemini, Battle Cat, Prince Adam, we have the power. So Battle Cat, I used to ride a Battle Cat. So something to do with Gemini, Cat, Leo energies, but that is also 8. So don't get lost if you haven't seen my video explaining, like, a general reading is also calling out a numerology number, okay? I don't know what these messages are that are going to really relate to you, anything. I don't know. It feels like a lot of pushing and pulling and pushing out and, like, pushing and keeping people out and keeping people off and, like, I don't know, people fighting over things and stuff. I'm hearing a queen of, like, Flash Gordon. Like, I like to play for a while. That was in Flash Gordon. Or Gordon. The name Gordon. Gordon. They keep saying Gordon. Or golden brown texture like sun, Leo. But like Gordon. Flash Gordon. Flashing somebody. Someone could be a flasher. And they're going to flash something. Or someone's very flash with their cash. Flash. Flush. Also, see, something to do around flush. I'm very flush, which means either pale or like I'm very flush, meaning I have a lot of money. Flush. Or like Trivial Pursuit. Or like a card game or a reader of flush. I'm hearing like dealing with the devil. I'm dealing with the devil and I'm flush through the devil. I don't know, I keep picking up the energy of like paying someone off. Like I'm going to pay you off. Pay you out. Like a business of like I'm going to pay you off and I'm going to pay you out. Or call you out and I'm going to call you out on your bullshit. That's probably me. But like I'm going to call you out and I'm going to call your bluff, like blind man's bluff, and I'm going to, like you're bluffing or like a threat and I'm threatening you and then I'm bluffing. But I'm bluffing, like I'm completely bluffing and I'm just threatening but bluffing. Or like a party and blind man's buff and pin the tail on the donkey. Again, it's someone that's trying to pin things on something. I'm trying to pin something on you at court so you get caught out. Somebody here is put something out as an intent, right? They've put it out and they've manifested itself into reality, trying to catch someone out. Because I'm hearing like, catch me if you can. And I've put something out there and I'm trying to inadvertently see what comes back. But if somebody started this off through a secret, I'm picking up like I put a load of stuff out. But if somebody called someone out and put something out that pissed someone off, if their true intent behind something, because this is like judgment, I'm picking up like Libra, right? And things that are all like been set in stone, but they're not. They're kind of like, they've been written down, which means that they've been in text messages or emails. And I've been writing down your email, or I've been writing down some lunatic. I'm sorry if you found yourself blocked, but some lunatic just literally found the channel and then in the comment section said, you're the one that actually started to send me emails and copy my, like do something like, oh, fuck, I don't even know the hell you are, lady. Trust me, I can assure you that that isn't me. I won't bother. Like, some people are batshit crazy. I'll just put it that way, Aquarius. Like, started saying things about being a teddy bear and I'm your teddy bear and your love and everything else. And then started saying that I was sending emails to this person. They just found the channel and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with people? I don't know. Like, I've been sending emails. This is also that other person. Somebody keeps, they haven't now, but because I've deleted them all, but I kept getting these emails by this person that's saying about tarot card readers. If you're watching this, please don't send me any of those, because you obviously haven't got a reply. I haven't sent this on like a chain. You know, basically a private investigator. All these tarot channels and readers, they've all been doing this kind of stuff, and they've all been doing that, and I'm going to send you an email, and can you please pass this on to every tarot... Just fuck off of all of that shit, right? Because I'm not getting involved with other tarot readers, right? But keep sending me emails, like, you know... I'm sending you an email of a whole description that's basically all written out and then just copied and sent to loads of other tarot card readers. And I'm sending you all of this, and I want you to like persecute all of these other tarot readers and be careful, but not actually give names of the tarot card readers, but just splurt some sort of like shit out of someone that's trying to, I don't know, but, you know, stop sending me emails, it's business, okay? But yeah, I think I got 5 of them, I think, from the same person that was saying around loads of conspiracy going on around a tarot channels and a few other things and whatnot, and loads of other stuff, but not giving out tarot card channels, not their names, anything else, but just saying that there are people out there that are falsely doing not mentioning loads of other tarot readers, but saying that there was loads. So I don't even know what the fuck you're on about. Like, but no, I'm not sending like, you know, a written letter and can you like send this off to everybody that you know? No. Don't approach me with all that sort of nonsense bollocks, because I don't do that sort of thing. I'm an adult. I'm not, you know, I don't get involved. If people are doing whatever they're doing, I don't care. Like, I don't get involved with conspiracy and people and things. You know, if there's chaos and there's confusion, please just leave me straight out of it, right? Steve, just leave me out of it. I do my job, that's it, okay? But people can still do whatever you want, but, you know, I won't be, like, reproducing and sending off loads of different... off loads of, like, nonsense jargon to other channels and other people. I'm not in contact with other channels and people. Okay. Something weird around that here. Like one of these chain things that you get, it's a little bit like what you get, you know, when you're on Facebook and you get like a message through Messenger, and it's like, oh, can you send all of this to all of your friends, and all of this and all of this to your friends, and all of this to your friends, and like, no, I don't do those even on goddamn Messenger, right? But, you know, because you're sending viruses. You're sending viruses, you know, somebody can do all of those kind of things, and they can do like I do a daisy chain letter of something, and, you know, people on Facebook, you do realise that some people's accounts can get hacked and then send that across, and God knows what else, and, you know, viruses. That's why I don't send things like that, you know. If anybody ever asks me to do things, and then I just don't, no. Can you send and pass this email on to someone else and to someone else and someone else? No. No. Okay. But you've got that. So you've got things that are going on behind the scenes of things. What's relating to anything, Aquarius? Nothing direct, really. Something that is waiting on the return of karmic energy here. But like, if you're waiting for someone's like harm to come to them, and you're like watching them, and you're like really wanting harm to come to someone, it doesn't, right? It doesn't. Which means that you have to not be involved in the energy, which means that you have to not keep doing things that are winding you up. And if something is winding you up that much, then basically stop doing that, right? Because I'm getting an energy here of someone's watching something that's winding them up. That's why I said, if people watch things that wind them up, what's that going to do? Wind you up, right? It's going to wind you up. So if someone is like really winding you up, myself included, if I wind you up, stop tormenting yourself, okay? Because this is coming across as if people are tormented by what people say on their own channel. Get your own, right? Get your own. And if you do have your own, and you're wound up what by someone says on theirs, then just keep your own to your own. You know, do your own, right? Here. Because some people think that they're in charge of other people's channel, but they don't have their own. You know, they don't have their own. I don't mind if you old guys have got your own. I really don't mind, but you know, again, please leave me out of it. Okay. I do not promote anybody or anything. Okay, that's also a message that I'm hearing, but I am also one of those folk. Okay, not involved. It's literally comes through in Aquarian energies as well. I get so many emails that's like, oh Steve, I really want you to watch my reading. I'm sorry, but I'm not. No, no. Right, it might be very good and everything else, but it's just not for me. Okay, but I have so many Aquarius people that ask me to check out their channel. No. Okay, I'm not getting involved definitely in anything like that anymore ever again. Okay, so never. So sorry, I'm not coming. I really don't want to come across as a rude, arrogant prick. I don't, and I'm saying it in the best possible way. Okay, but there is something around this. This is why I'm channeling it. It's somebody that's cutting people off or cutting people out and forcing people out and forcing, because you all got like Leo Aquarian energies. You've got like, you know, this is what happens when you deal with people. This is what happens when you deal with people, you know, here. Because like I said, sometimes my spirit gets took over while I just speak. And it kind of involves me, I feel, a lot of this. But it is also that same message. I don't want to get involved, okay? Is what I'm hearing. I don't want an involvement. Because you've kind of got this pushing out and cast out. But that, I think that came out through your monthly last month. Pushed out, cast aside. Cast out, pushed out of a group. Pushed out of a circle, of a cycle, and pushed out from it, and told no. But then that came out through other readings, so you'll have to watch those here. Definitely Patreon memberships. Not trying to get you to join Patreon, but some messages really did come out here. Because you'll see the turn up of that. Because it's something around like, I'm waiting to see what the turn up is going to be. Like I want to know the return on my investment, but also karmically, where you won't never really know that. You won't really know that because whatever is dished out is brought back. So it depends on who started dishing stuff out for a start that went back on their word. And it came through in the last reading I did. Somebody that done something for a start and they set all this off and then they went back on their word, changed their mind, and now whoever was for you is no longer. Which means that I started doing something for a start and put a load of stuff out and done a load of things and put it all out and everything was good. And then what I got back was the fact that I now changed my opinion and changed my mind. And because I changed my opinion and my mind, and it came through a lot of Libra energies of 2, basically. So I changed my mind. And because I changed my mind, whoever was for you is no longer and is now an enemy and a frenemy. And they're no longer a friend, which means that this person now has a... has like a problem with a person. So whoever this is for you or whatever, but it's still a channel message. Somebody has a problem with you or you do them, but they have a problem with you, and it's because that they were for you at one point and they all were on your side, but then they changed their mind and they realised that what someone was saying or doing, they didn't agree with it, and then they cast someone out and pushed them aside and cast them out, told them to get out, get off, get out. Okay, because somebody wasn't conforming to the way they wanted it. But then in another reading that is kind of trickling through in your reading, Aquarius, but it's also Leo, it's something involving around this energy that's been evolving over some time, they're saying, right? And it's been accumulating over some time. And it's energy that's being built up and built up, a bit like a bottle top and a tower, right? And it feels like that this energy is like I put something out there and I did it off my own back, and I'd done all this thing and I backed someone like a horse or a gambler, or like Capricorn energy, like I took a gamble and I took a risk and I did all of this off my own back, and I put all of this stuff out there and promotion or whatever, and I promoted and I promoted and I promoted, but now I hopelessly devoted, where I then took back my offer. And now I offer that no longer. I was offering it, but I am no longer anymore. which means that I changed my mind. I put a load of stuff out, I'd done everything off my own back, I changed my mind, and now I don't because I didn't receive anything back in return for it. So you've got a lot of these energies that are relating to your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, or numerology number being general, they will relate to a numerology part. Okay. So whatever it was that I put out in the first place, and whatever it is that I did in the first place and put that out in the first place, there is an energy now that is receiving, and one is okay. So I'm hearing this channel message of around the one. Okay, now the one is also a Netflix television thing, and it's to do with a dating website, and it's to do with somebody that well, basically they were a dating website, but she took the hands of fate into her own hands, and there was a huge conspiracy around stealing this algorithm off a person. So there was a group of three, I don't know if you've watched it, but it's called The One on Netflix, and that's kind of what they're getting me to look at, Aquarius, for you guys. So as much as of a story of analogy that I can give you, however it is that you relate this to a channel message within your life, I'll do my best to just try and interpret whatever that is. But what I'm seeing and what Spirit's getting me to look at is this film. And it was around a dating website, basically, but around a website. And it was around these two people that did computers and algorithms, and they were doing like a dating website thing. But they were like people that were testing, like testing and analysing situation of like your perfect match, right? Your perfect match. And I'm going to put you, it was like Match.com. But these were people were like, I think it was like a strand of hair or DNA or something, right? I can't remember, but because it was a while ago. But like they stole this algorithm off this person that had like Match.com or something, and they stole it off them because they wanted to see if it worked, of all of this work that this girl and this bloke had put together. But they couldn't test it because they didn't have like a computer algorithm of people that were all joining on a network, right? So you've kind of got this computer channel, tarot channel, argument, dating, card reading thing, right? And they ended up stealing this algorithm off this person's computer, right? So it's about taking someone's name or something like that. Well, don't worry about names. There are loads of people out there that are called Seven something, right? So you're welcome, whatever you like. But again, also, if anybody comes on this channel saying, where did you get the name of certain thing from, but it relates to, don't be doing that on my channel. I don't care what people are called, okay? But again, there is something, because some of my people in my comments, and I've deleted them, so you never got them, right? But some people have saying, can I ask where you got so-and-so name from? It doesn't matter. It's a name, right? It's a name, right? But because I'm hearing that in here, right? But again, there is, y'all won't know that because you know, I have to go through my comments and delete the people that are being very argumentative with other people, and y'all guys don't see those. I do, but you guys don't. And a lot of you people out there don't realise that a lot of people have beef with you, right? And they have something against what you're saying, but you don't see that because I don't want arguments in my comment section, so I delete the comments so they don't cause a response of an argument. But you guys don't know what I do because all of my comments are held for review, right? So you get some people that leave 58 comments of exactly the same thing thinking, well, why does my comment not come up? Because it's held for review. Because I have to make sure that people are like positive, okay, and not giving out negative crap and then arguing with other people, right, and then saying that they're to blame and that they're at fault and who do you think you blah blah blah, right? I take off all negative comments and very confusing ones also, right? So be very careful when it comes to like leaving comments, because some people write a comment and you don't know if they're aiming it at you because they're saying this is you, isn't it? No, like I don't know some of you crazy people, right? And I'm not kidding, right? But like, no, I don't send weird emails to people and then, like, some people I don't know from Adam. Like, I've got no idea who the fuck these people are. and they come at me saying that you're the person that's been like sending me weird emails and like stealing my... No, I'm not. Like, fuck, why on earth would people even think that in the first place? It's probably because you're crazy. Sorry, Aquarius, it might not be you guys, but Jesus, man, there are some very strange people out there you have to be very careful of, right? Just saying. But yeah, for the weird person that was saying that I'm the love of your life and that I was the person that was confusing you and sending you, no, I've fucking got no idea who you are. Sweetheart, my girlfriend is, you know, I'm going to see my girlfriend very soon, so I don't know who the hell you are. Trust me, I don't. So if you want to run around like an headless chicken, you do that as long as you like, but you'll just be cut off and blocked. So I don't know who the hell you are, lady. But again, same kind of messages. So that, what was I getting at? So the analogy of the one, yeah. So they ended up like, this person fought over the fact that that was his algorithm. So basically you got people that are fighting over clients and people and channels and trying to outdo everybody else and all fighting over it, like little kids and children, and fighting over subscription wars and fuck knows what else. You got all of that. This is why it doesn't ever mix with other people that do the same. But I did say that a long time ago. It doesn't work out, okay? But again, you've got those same energies, Aquarius, around you. So yeah, the analogy. So they pretty much analysed all of these things, put it in a computer, and she ended up finding her match, and it ended up that they were soulmates and they loved each other that much, right? But then that came that he knew what she'd done, and then she ended up pushing this guy in a fight. He fell off the cliff, fell off the roof, splat on the floor. Then they ended up covering it up and fabricating this thing, pushed him into the river. He got found later. Now she's got like a real big business and everything else, but she basically fabricated a load of lies, basically. So you've kind of got this fabrication of lie that's covered up, of business, tarot readings, things, lies that have been fabricated, misconstrued, changed energy, changed opinion, was at one point, now I am no longer with you, because the person that she did this with, she now is completely against that person. If you haven't watched it, just watch it. It's only like season 1. It's called The One. It's about soulmates and computers and stuff. But these two people now are completely and utterly at war and against each other here, because he kept a t-shirt of hers or something, or blah blah blah, I don't know. But some sort of esoteric story there of whatever this is like of you did, you said, you did, you said, blah blah blah, conspiracy of tarot readings and channels and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't give a shit. I've been out for quite some time, right? So I don't know if someone's in a same-sex relationship and they've been out for quite some time, or somebody's been kicked out and cast out for quite some time now, right? So I've been out for quite some time. I've been out for quite some time now. So you got kicked out quite a long time ago. Yeah, that's apparently. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about these things, Aquarius. If these are happening to you guys, don't worry about it, right? This is why I said a while ago that people on communities of whatever it is, I am not part of a spiritual community. Unfortunately, I'm not. I am extremely spiritual. I do my job. I say what I do, a medium and all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to a spiritual community, I can't stand that word. A spiritual community. No. I'm really not. I'm just Steve, right? I just do my job, but I am not part of a family of soulmate people of, like, you know, I'm not part of your family, right? We're all connected and all that, but I'm not part of a, you know, the collective and all of that. You know, I've been doing this for like 13 years. You know, all of these things like light workers and stuff like that, trust me, y'all might love all of that, but later on in life, those same scenarios piss you off that much. The energy of the collectives are like the soul people, and we're all connected. They're beginning parts of what you learn. Later on, trust me, all of that shit will get on your nerves that much, Aquarius. And if it isn't, then you're still on that. And that's fine. It really is. But this is a difference of opinion. This is where I can rub people up the wrong way. Because all of those things, I've been spouting shit for many, 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 many years. and now I just find it an absolute waste of time, right? So, you know, all these people that love collectives and that we're all a soul group community, unfortunately, I don't really want to be part of that. I love you guys, I love my subscribers and everything else. Thank you so much, like I really do. But when it comes to the words of collectives and all of that, I'm a geezer, bruv. Like, you know, I'm just not in the collective energy and all that, you know. I'm really not. I'm sorry if it comes across as very weird, and I don't want it to, Aquarius. But, like, you know, I really don't want involvement. You know, I like to be left alone when it comes to arguments and, like, all of that kind of shit. It bothers my energy, you know. That's why I have to stick true to myself. If anybody that, like, interferes with my energy, you just get cast out on a side. And it's that same message. Cast out aside. But you've still got the same energy of what was for you is no longer. So it's this very strange energy of competing. Trying to beat people, I don't know. This is why I do not ever want anything to do with the collective energies. You know, I really don't. Let's see anyway, Aquarius, to see what y'all got. People have been saying, where's my Aquarius readings? I can't wait. I can't remember what your name is, Anne, something, quite a long word. Can you please do the Aquarius reading? Yeah, I'm sorry, I'll try and swip it around a little bit, dude. But they're all before time anyway. Don't worry, your time's not going to run out. Okay. But I definitely keep hearing time is up, though, with somewhere. Time's up. Okay. So Aquarius, show me the external energies of what's been going on around Aquarius, please. So Capricorn, Gemini. Okay, Capricorn, Gemini, 6 years. But you've kind of got this spending time at home, spending time with my mother, spending time with around things that I love doing. Okay, organising, shopping, cooking, cleaning. Someone is an absolute cleanophobe. Is a clean addict. Is a cleaner. Tina, you're a cleaner, Tina. But like a clean addict, someone cleans for a living, then gets home and cleans, and then cleans everything else, and then pretty much cleans. A cleaner. I am a cleaner. My name is also Tina, but like I am a cleaner. But like I said, if you are a Leo, for instance, right, but you're watching this, and I am doing the energy of Aquarius, right, because it's an 8, and say you have a Leo placement within your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter, and you think, hold on a minute, my missus is a cleaner, and this story really kind of relates with me-ish. In a general reading, it would, because you're watching a numerology number from a placement, right? Your focus is on a number, right? So within me channeling, why I give you so much, or try to give you so much info, is because you'll start to see a lot of the messages are really relating, where you're like, oh, hell, right? So somebody here cleans for a living, or they work at a hospital, and they do like outpatients, orderly patients. But definitely keeping up like a cleaner. Okay. Let's see. The external energies of what's going on around Leo. Sorry, Aquarius. There's a Leo energy, huge here, but again, it's still number 8. But let's see, Aquarius, what the external energies. 5. Yeah, something going on at home. Someone lives with their mum, and somebody doesn't, which means that your partner probably lives at home, works from home, does everything at home. This can also be a retired housewife, or someone that was married at one point. They probably lost their husband, for some I am thinking of, but somebody like your mother or something, they live at home on their own. Their father may not be present, but the mum generally keeps everything going around the house to try and forget this energy of the past. So it's kind of like this person's either a fresh fish, or like something that has happened just recently where this person lives on their own. They live on their own. Even if they have family members around them, maybe. I am definitely picking up, like my mum does like a part-time cleaning job, or I go over and I clean and do things for my mum here. But there's this kind of like family type sort of thing where I do it for my mother, or I Yeah, something like that, because I'm picking up that someone that could be like semi-retired, right? Like they're sort of retired and they're very tired, but they're also like semi-retired, which means they have like, I don't know, a house, a mortgage and stuff like that, but it's kind of paid off, and they just do like a part-time cleaning job here. Unless you just do a part-time cleaning job here. But because there's money, but there's no money. It's kind of like, well, I don't know, there's kind of money there. Let's see the external energies of what's going on around Aquarius, please. So some of you are single Pringle all day long, and looking for a partner. Okay, for a lot of you. My partner in crime also, because I'm hearing Palo Nutini. My partner in crime. Partner in crime. Grime. I keep hearing the word grime. Well, that was a television show called Grime. Someone that scrubs and cleans goddamn everything. Like everything. Here. Oh, that nearly went off. Yeah, well, a lot of you are single and you're wondering about when you're going to find this person again. Like when you're ever going to be able to really get through to this person. Because I'm hearing, when will I see you again, Jen? But like, when will I see you again? Jen, something to do with a Cancerian maybe. Or an Aquarian or a Sagittarian. But I don't want to go too much into it. Let's see, one more card please for the external energies of Aquarian. Nine of Swords, Dreaming of the Dragon here. But again, yeah, a lot of you dreaming or scheming and stuff like that. Okay, worried about your mum or worried about the outcome of something here. Stress, worry, slight energy. You've got 2 9s, you've got huge Virgo energies here, huge Virgo. Somebody's mother or whatnot stresses them out. Like, you just stressed me out, right? Or you just called me out, I'm hearing. You just called me out. You just called me out. Right, so you just called me, push me. So you just called me out, you just pushed me out, pussy. It's Silver cutting a load of people out, right? But like, yeah, you just cut me out, you just cut me out, you just cut me out, you just cut me off, you just cut me out, is what I'm hearing. Something to do around Leo or Virgo. Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, something around fire sign energy here. Replaced. I've replaced you. I'm looking for a replacement. I'm looking for someone that can work for me, and I need a replacement. Somebody's just left a job, looking for another one, or somebody got cast out and they're looking now for a replacement. So they replaced somebody, or they're irreplaceable, meaning that you are detrimental to my health, which means that you're irreplaceable and I'm not listening to a word, and you're actually detrimental here. Or somebody is physically mental, I don't know, unless you work for the disabled here. But I'm definitely hearing that you are detrimental, but you're also detrimental to my health, which means this is physically not good. Because I'm definitely hearing the energy of replacement. Some of you are extremely shy. I've never known a shy guy. I've never really known a shy Aquarius. But I'm hearing shy. Once bitten, twice shy. Forever smitten. But I'm hearing I'm shy to show my face. Five of Pentacles. Shyness. Five of Pentacles. Cast out, kept out. Scorpio. Taurus energy also. You got another 9. 9 of Pentacles. 4 and 5. Another, like, man, there. You got huge Virgo energy here. You got purgatory states of like blocking and keeping people out and pushing people off, and blocked energy. No, I don't give a shit. Just stay away. Keep off. Keep out. Don't want to know. Don't want an involvement in it. That would also be the energy of what how I come across as well. Don't want an involvement in it. I don't want involvement in your family. If they've been saying things, and stop listening to your family. Someone's been irritating you. Stop listening to the person that's been irritating you. Right. So it's kind of like, I don't really want to know, I don't really want to know things that are going to irritate me, to be honest. But yeah. I'm also hearing a sigh of relief, or like sighing quite a lot. Like, I mean, trust me, that's been me. Through the planets, what's happened? I think it happened like very soon. Is it the 26th, like 24th, 26th? Like, retrograde moments like Saturn and all that sort of stuff. And Oh man, was I in such a like irritable mood yesterday. Yesterday being the 23rd when I did the Scorpio reading. Man, that was bad. Why? Because all the planets I couldn't see. Like, I couldn't see. Something was blocking me here. Like, it's the energy of like I feel blocked, or like I feel like irritable, or stuff like that is what I'm hearing. Like irritable. It's just a planet that makes you do it. I only ever get like that around planets. I know, because I sit there and I go, like I have to breathe myself through planets. When planets start moving, trust me, I have to breathe through it. Because I'm like, man, this is like heavy energy. And there's nothing going on in my life. There is no stress. There is no strain. But when a planet starts to move, or a moon energy, for me, when moons happen, oh my God, do I feel a moon more intensely now than what I used to. Like, I'm like, I mean, is someone trying to give birth here? Because I'm picking up like, I mean, what is that? Is someone having an orgasm or something? Or like, I mean, is this a dog? Like, beg? Like, I don't know, someone walks someone's dog a lot and they come back and they're absolutely knackered. Like, you come back and you're like, I mean, it's either like I've been for a jog or a run, or like something that is like tiring you out and you're like puffing and panting, or like just general energy of like tired. Right. Nine of Pentacles. So the King is here. The King is here. So some of you, you're not letting the person go that you love, or you just can't stand the person that you hate. You know, here it is more of a like, well, I hate you, I love you, hate you, love you, hate you, can't do anything about it, just stay with you. Like, trust me when I tell you that these are also people that are still married and they're still with this person. They just love to not love each other. You would see these people in a family unit that basically barely ever talk to one another. And when they do, they basically ignore each other, which means they both have strong opinions against one another here. Very opinionated people, it doesn't matter. It just means that you are like, you have a difference of opinion. You have a complete and opposite way of looking at things here. Like, complete opposite way of looking at things. And when one believes in one, the other one automatically believes in the other way. You know, and it is basically a planet. They just try to push you apart, you know. But some people, they stay together through those times through thick and thin. That's a marriage, you know. That's a commitment of money and house and security. I'm going to stay where I feel secure financially and stay where I know best. But what I know best is where I am really annoys me. So it's kind of like that energy of just feeling completely and utterly at odds and stuck, where you just end up as a human just learning to compromise where you are. Right? There's nothing wrong in that, Aquarius. It's just that you end up becoming used to what you know, and you stick with what you know best, which means that's normally fucking ignore the hell out of these people that you live with, right? And it's kind of like, you know, I'm just going to ignore the folks, and I'm just going to ignore the family, or I'm just going to ignore whoever it is that bothers me. And if they bother me, then don't step to me, sweetheart, because you're not really going to get anywhere, you know. So it's kind of like this people that love each other, but they only love each other because of blood. That's kind of it, you know. We're just together, but we're really more apart than together, you know. You know, the King of Cups will never really express his love that much, right? So, you know, for y'all guys that are so used to the generic way of looking at it, where people used to do thoughts and feelings for people, and they say, oh my God, this person loves you that much, right? And you're like, well, they don't communicate with me, they don't do anything. No, that's probably because of the love that you have for that person that doesn't show it, right? So you don't know it, which means that you think that maybe watching a tarot card reading, the person saying, wow, this person loves the bones off you. They do if they prove that, if they prove it, right? But for a lot of you in the metaphysical warfare of can't understand, a King of Cups just means that I'm in love with somebody, right? It doesn't mean that it's reciprocated as much. Because this can be a situation that, you know, obviously it's external, so it can be people that live together physically and that they're just like, you know, it does my head in more than actually anything else. Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords. Yeah, hard. This is a very strange way of communicating and strange way of living, really. It's kind of like these are families that live in war times, but basically they live under the same roof and they coexist, but some of them have kids, right? And the kids are physically like in relationships themselves, and it's those two that go off together. And it's a situation of house and home through the 5 and the 4 that people are basically just trying to keep their siblings out of their affairs, which means I don't really want to discuss my love life with you. You know, I'm old enough, I'm a king, I can do what I want, I can go out when I like, I can do what I like. You know, I've got a key, thanks, see you later. Oh, that's it, you ain't got time for me anymore, have you? No, I'm probably a grown-ass man and I don't. Right, so I just do what I want, go where I like. You selfish, arrogant arsehole, yep. See ya. Right, here. So, you know, these two people are going off in order to probably go hand in hand. But, yeah, I mean, you know, if you guys are on that kick of like the third party and I can't get through to the person I love, that they won't reach out to me, then you've still got to ask your same question to yourself. Why do you not reach out to the person you want to talk to? Because of the woman part. And that's what I can never get, is the woman ego. Right. Believe you me, I probably lose a lot of subscribers here, but you know, the people I've met, being a male, I think that the women's ego is like, man, they can get very catty and very nasty when you, you know, because a lot of guys I know, they're like, bruv, fuck that noise, man, I can't be dealing with that. I can only give you the circumstances of life that I've ever been in or seen, right? But man, I've seen some women go off the chart when their ego is intact, man. They can go off the rockers and chart, right? And it's like a woman scorned is like, you bastard, I am going to rip up your clothes and piss on your fish, right? So, you know, but again, me, because I'm kind of like, oh, I'm just going to go out the back door. You know, but yeah, it's sort of what people say, right? But I suppose it's the company that you keep and the people that are around you, right? But yeah, for a lot of you, like I said, this is just going on around the house and the home, things going on. Two people may be together. If you're on a third party kick and you wonder why the other person, well, if you love them, then you have to reach out to them. Don't sit there and wait for this king to reach out, because they pretty much won't. Because a man, trust me being one, a man can think, well, they obviously don't want to be with me, because if they did, they would put some work in. You have to put the work into a male energy. Get your heads out of all of this bullshit crap of shrivery that used to be where the man used to have to walk over in the you know, at the disco and be like, you're right, baby, yeah, I'm getting on. Do you want to dance in me trackies? It's like, no, bruv, you look like more like a clown. I want to dance with Fred over there. Right? Sheila, someone could be from Australia. But like, you know, forget all that nonsense, right? If you like someone, reach out to them and tell them. Oh, no, I can't. Why not? Why not? Right? But like, yeah, all of that nonsense about, you know, I know I have to wait for the male to contact me, but they never do. No. Because they probably have no idea of the feelings of a feminine energy that you have for them. How is a person supposed to know? Right? People watch tarot cards and they're like, well, I just want to know if this person's ever going to reach out to me. Well, why are you not reaching out to them? What makes you any more superior than a man? Or a man any more than superior than a woman? Nobody is any more superior. But if your guy is here in this circumstance and this happens to be part of your reading, and you're kind of like, well, why does this person never speak? What do you think you get back? They're not speaking. Of course they're not, because you're not. Right? You know, you have to, like, you know, you have to message people and then basically put a question mark beside it to leave a bit of curiosity of like, I'm kind of like waiting on your reply to see what you're going to reply as. But if your reply is always kind of like, you alright? Yeah. What you been up to? Not a lot. It's a little bit like a sign of like, well, I haven't really got time for you. Right? Yeah. You know, because a person would be like talking to you a lot, right? So, you know, you get these instances here. But, yeah. I don't know. I mean, is this your love lives of... Because I'm looking at your external. So really, what's going on with you if you're in a partnership is also going on with your family karma around your person. They're going through the same thing as well with their folks, right? Got a lot of family karma here. You've got a lot of people out there that are also single, but also still married. You know, I'm in a marriage but single, which means that I'm kind of dating. Well, I'm married, I'm with her husband, but we're not really husband. You know, we're just like common law man and wife. We can't stand each other, but it's security and all the energy of sacrifice is, am I willing to put all this work in and sacrifice everything for a chance? What do you think a chance means? A chance of a free, single, independent life to meet someone. A lot of people want to jump ship. Before I've ever really finished anything and completed it, I just want to go on to the next thing without actually ever completing it. So if y'all get the energy of people are like, you know what, I'm in a relationship with a husband, I can't stand them, but I cannot leave this person until I find another one. Expectation will kill you every time. You know, you have to leave because you want to. And if you don't leave because you don't want to, then you're doing it under false pretenses of expecting that Prince Charming is going to be there ready to catch you and build a white picket fence around a shit house. Right? So, you know, have expectations of reality, you know, snap out of it a little bit, right? Start to realise that if you're unhappy where you are, then leave. And if you're not, then stay as you are, right? Come as you are, as I want you to be. Not married. As a friend. I don't want you as a friend, I want you as a lover. Oh, do you? Well, are you married? Probably don't know. Okay, well, I ain't going to know until I ask. Come as you are, as I want you to be. As a friend of me, as I want you to be. Okay, just a distant memory. You're just a memory, you're just a pigment of my memory from the past, and I just live in hope. Because I love the spiritual community, and I live in hope and dream and fantasy land, other than a person that is like, you know what, bruv? I am a go-getter and a doer. And if I want to do you, I will do you. Right? So, you know, y'all get somebody that will reflect the same energy. So that's your past type sort of external energy there, Aquarius. A little bit of entertainment's purposes. So let's see what Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, but don't also forget you can have the same similarities of an 8 of Leo, regardless of chart placement. Even if it be your partner and not you. Right. So let's see. Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node for Aquarius for June. Hey, what's happening in June? I'm having sex, or I've got some more Duracell for my vibrator. It seems to be running out. Someone's got a new spin cycle. Someone's got a new motor. Hey John, you got a new motor? Someone's got a John, right? Someone's got a Dear John letter. Sorry, but I'm gone. It's like, oh no, somebody lost somebody here. They had a Dear John letter, or they just read a letter of something. It's like, well, I'm just going to read between the lines. Some of you, this is, I'm just going to read between the lines and just expect, and that's the fact that you just told me to piss off. Right? But the energy is more of trying to avoid anything in life, really. Anything that is extremely dramatic in my life, I would rather have more peace and tranquility than what I would have drama. If there is a lot of drama around me, I need to pick up my carcass and start going out away from the person that causes me more conflict than anything else. It's avoiding people that cause you conflict. If you don't like it, go. Right? Some people in life, they love to complain. Me, if I didn't like something, I wouldn't leave a complaint. Me, when I go shopping, I never take my receipts. I never have a receipt for anything. Because I think, well, I'm in here and I'm buying it. If I get home and unpack the shopping and it's got a mouldy grape in it, bruv, I'll just like either throw them all out or just eat around it, right? Or throw that one out. If I get home and the bread is mouldy, for instance, I'll just throw it out and I'll go and buy another bit. I won't go back and complain and say, look, this is one piece of bread and this whole loaf is mouldy. Right, fuck that, bruv. I'll just think, oh, sod it. I'll just go and buy another one. Like, I don't complain about things in life, you know. Try working like my girlfriend does in a supermarket. God, man, does she have people that come up, that knocks, that come up that absolutely lose the plot over something not being on there, like as for sale, will blame the person. Will start pointing fingers and saying it's your fault. Can't say anything. Has to let these people literally sit there humiliating people. Right? So yeah, that's people, right? They're weird. Jim Morrison said it for goddamn years. People are strange. Especially when you're a stranger. Stranger danger. Y'all don't know who people are on the internet. You'll think you do, you don't. Stranger danger. Right? Dangerfield. Fife Dangerfield, one of my best artists, Fife Dangerfield. But like Danger Mouse also. David, Jason, or David, or Jason. But like, ooh, my mum's got one of those, right, Penfold? Yeah, I mean, what y'all got? Confusion. 3 of Wands here. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen around this dynamic. Because I can see that there are dynamics stirring up. Someone seems to be winding someone up. But again, if they're watching, they're going to be wound up. If they're not watching, then this is a storm in a teacup, more than likely. It's like I'm winding people up by things that I'm doing. It's winding people up. Good, Aquarius. You just keep winding them people up, Aquarius. You just keep doing it, Aquarius, Leos. You just keep winding them up and you keep winding them up. You'll do it, right? But a lot of you might just be play fighting and winding people up here, right? I do it with my girlfriend all the time, bruv. I do. I wind her up to the max. Let's see. Do you know what me and my girlfriend say to each other when we text each other in the morning? Good morning, shitmouth. Right. Good morning, shitmouth. You're right there. And I call her different names as well that are not her own, and that annoys her as well. But anyway, let's have a look. Dave, I'm here with Dave. Anyway, let's see. Aquarius for June. Aquarius for June. You got the same flavour as what came out for another one, yeah. It's a bit of a struggle, it's a bit of a burden. Things don't seem to be happening as quick as what I want them to. I'm getting a little bit fed up with working out, really not seeing the benefit, or I am. But it's just exhausting. Some of you have got like part-time extra job work, okay, extra shift, extra work hours, and you're getting extremely bored and fed up with your job, okay? Trust me, any of you out there think that tarot reading every day is the best job ever available. It isn't. It gets very tedious, it gets very boring, and it also does get very frustrating and tiring. It does. It is not the whole limelight of what people think it is. You know, if you ever think about like sacrificing your job for this one, don't think that this is just easy because I work from home and I sit behind a desk and a table, right? I can assure you it isn't, right? It gets very frustrating, it gets very tiring, and especially when you see the same messages coming out in different readings, right? You have to fight with planetary actions, you have to fight with people in your life also. You get very aggressive customers and clients, you get people that are never happy. You get a channel that is on your mind 24/7, and I mean 24/7. Is that work on your head and your mind and your calling 24/7, right? It is. Guarantee you that, right? And like I said, you have to do the same thing as what everybody else does every day. It's repetitive. It's the same thing. You go over the same stuff constantly all the time. You know, don't forget I'm sitting here looking at a camera, physically not talking to anybody. Right? You're going to watch it, but I'm physically not talking to anybody. Right? So what does that also mean for me? I am physically giving up my life for my calling to really not talk to anybody. Right? I don't. I barely talk to anybody in life. Right, but I'm talking to myself, right? But yeah, you've just kind of got this energy of like, it's a stress, it's a strain, it's a struggle. 3 and 1 is 4, so you got like home, house, mortgage, bills, frustration, fed up, you know, blah blah blah. Some of these are like, I don't know. These can also come across as people that are like retired in life, right? They're retired and they're bored and they're frustrated. And they just do general stuff that still annoys these people. Right? It's because it's boredom. you know, when you retire from work, you're bored, you're fed up, because there's quite a few days to go, right? And you end up just sitting there like Days Gone, playing on Days Gone on a computer game, like, where's the zombies? Where's the zombies? Where's the zombies? And you end up like feeling like one and looking like one. Right? I could brain my girlfriend sometimes. All she does is play on COD of War zombies. Like you won't believe. Me, I got PlayStation and an Xbox, right? And I like them now and again, but man, I can get bored very quickly, right? Very quickly, because my next thing that I go to is music, right? But yeah, my girlfriend's like, is PlayStation, 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 PlayStation. It's station. Bill and Ted. But like, you know, like me, I'm okay, but I get very like, I get fed up with the same game like all of the time. Like she can play it for hours and hours and hours and days and days and months and months and months and months and days and months and months and days. And man, I get like, it's getting a little bit boring, bruv. Right? But yeah, it works. But yeah, I mean, some of you are probably struggling with work here and not working at all, and you finding it very difficult to financially support yourself here. Work could be of a lack. Don't give up, Deb. Do not give up, Debbie. Let's all hear it for Deb in the comment section. Go, Deb. Go, Deb. Go, Deb. Go, Deb. Deb has been looking for a job for a while. Any of you out there, right, live around the same places where Deb is, wherever it is. I've got no idea where Deb is, right? But any of you know the person in the chat there, Deb, right? Y'all got a job for her, right? I think she's looking still. But don't give up, Debbie, right? You'll get it. Eventually, you'll find something, right? But I think you said about working from home, right? Something about working from home. There's a possibility there, right? But like work from home, it's still not easy. I guarantee you, because you have to motivate yourself. You have to motivate yourself, right? So like when you're like, oh, it's okay, I can sit back for a bit. I get that a lot. I get that a lot. Trust me, when this computer's off, where am I going? On that bed to lay down for a little bit. I'm not kidding you, right? Because my back alert and I'm sitting over and I'm blah, blah, blah and everything else, and I have to take a break and all that kind of thing. But, you know, motivation to do more and do more and do more and do more, you can really think, oh, man, I really don't want to, you know, I really don't want to. And you have to, like, push yourself and motivate yourself, right? So it's probably something around the gym there for me also. But yeah, something around motivating, finding motivation. Right. Anyway, yeah, that's your story so far. So if you want to jump into the extended, this is where, because it's really not telling me too much and I have to earn a living. So we'll look into different things that are coming up for you. It goes to the full access and the first tier, also both tiers this time because it is the monthly. Beginning of the month, anything that comes out after this from the first will all be going only over really to the full access. That's where you'll find the extendeds all month. All the extendeds after the month go to the full access bundle. I'm going to change it up for those ones, I feel. I think I'm going to do just a few cards because I think too many cards are like confusing some readings. Just a few cards for the weekly, but then I might look at your love and then look at your partner and then look at, I don't know, because I have to do something for YouTube also. So it might be something to do around work, stuff like that, what's coming up for you around work, and try and see what those are. But normally when I look at those, your work comes out in the first one anyway, and then I say, okay, I'm going to do work on here, and then we go over to the other bit, and this ends up being the work, and then when I look at work, this ends up really being around love, and it's like, what the fuck? Right, so, I don't know, we might look at things like that, but that'll be for the weeklies. But if you want the extended for this, like I said, it goes to both tiers. You can watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node, and also numerology placement, and also partner if you want. You can still relate it to houses that also go through the house where it relates to work, finances, career, karma, whatever you do. If you know about astrology, it's good because you can watch it all, okay? For as long as you like, but you can find all links to everything provided below. Thank you very much, Aquarius. I really do appreciate your time, support, effort, donations, all that kind of stuff. Thank you so much, and I will hopefully see you over on Patreon.